We interrupt this channel of adverts and product placement to bring you a pirate station broadcasting across the nation. Warning, this programme contains scenes of an adult nature that might even leave your brain less addled later. It's a thriller of non-stop blockbusting action. It's got anger, deceit, strong words and passion, bombshells, rhetoric, smear campaigns and misdeeds. Welcome to General Election 2015. Here's the premise. Westminster wise guys act as if we've been lobotomised, globalised politicians, every candidate homogenised into a media-trained, millionaire, private-schooled automaton. Close your eyes and you can't even tell which toff the words are falling from. The main parties compete, government and shadow cabinet, in a grotesque nationwide game of who's the least compassionate. Forget tax evasion from multinationals and the 1%. Let's focus on the disabled, the unemployed, the underfed. A TV filled with poverty porn and dragons' dens. The countryside sell off in a fracking fest. Exempt the rich, tax the poor, that's how we'll pay back the debt. If the pros ate every second day, we'd have fixed this greedy banker's mess. Rich white men with no sense of the ridiculous talk of traditional values and quintessential Britishness, meaning the rich continue to grow their inherited wealth at the expense of everyone else. So far, so predictable, so broken, unfixable, the media run the picture show while puppets dance on strings below. Someone needs to say democracy's in the mortuary with a toe tag and things aren't how they ought to be, but that's just not cricket, old chap. Negative campaigning, you don't need policies to win. Smear your opponent, we know your promises are mints. Fear politics, be afraid, it's how to win elections. Instead of answering questions, mention your opponent's imperfections. Or better still, the Daily Fail can report on their transgressions, no matter if they're fabricated whimsical inventions. The public are fucking stupid, they'll eat it up. Printed word is dying out, but for those that do still read this guff, we don't even need a majority to believe in us. First past the post, so 30% or so should be enough. Except when first past the post doesn't work in your favour. It was fine when it meant a larger share for Tories or New Labour, but now Scotland might vote SNP and democracy's in danger and the future of the UK is balanced on a razor. So if you're a sun gazer, better check the version of your paper, because Nicola Sturgeon's either portrayed as Princess Leia or Darth Vader. And she's not even standing for election, but as a debater wiped the floor with every man that's in contention. The most dangerous woman in Great Britain? Why? Because she doesn't want to stick to the same system, where millions work for an underpaid pittance and the NHS is smashed like an aristocrat's clay pigeons? Or Nigel Farage's insane vision of half-baked wisdom going back to the good old days where women stayed in the kitchen? The TV showed endless replays of royal state visits, no one was gay and it was okay to engage in casual racism. Wait, listen. There's something very wrong with this narrative. British politics is so core rotten it's embarrassing. No one believes a single word from these charlatans. There's more chance of Katie Hopkins winning an award from the Samaritans. On behalf of everyone in Britain who uses their eyes to see with, I'd like to take this chance to apologise for these xenophobic idiots. Farage would be a clown that I would laugh at on a better day if he didn't have policies the Tories were falling over themselves to emulate. The Green Party, the SNP and Plaid Cymru offer alternatives. Socially democratic, valuing public services, less focused on big business and more on social justice. No one should live in deprivation when there's wealth of such abundance. It's great to see the old establishment in terror. Scottish opinions affect decisions. There must be some error. I know we said we're better together, but a Scot with an opinion's like a baby with a Beretta. So the election, we're in a shifting climate, mate. The time, the date, 2015, there's a turning tide this May. As for any parting thought that I'm inclined to say, if I had to sum it up in 3 words, they'd be time for change.